Yes.
Okay.
ॐ गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया ॐ गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव
Bluetooth mode.
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ गणपते नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक
Bluetooth mode.
नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्मच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती सदा वन्दिता सरस्वती सा पातु सरस्वती सदा वन्दिता सरस्वती सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती वन्दिता सरस्वती
Saune Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Jinendra, Jai Swami Narayan, Sai Ram. Om Shanti to everyone. A very warm welcome from Women to Women. Today I'm not prepared anything, so I'm just gonna ask Didi Harika to introduce herself and then continue for us.
Very warm
All
welcome.
yours, Didi.
Thank you.
Today I'm not prepared anything.
There is a background
I'm
noises that's
just gonna
coming.
ask
Um,
Didi Harika to introduce herself and then
I
continue.
don't know why it's repeating.
Didi. Thank you.
Yeah,
There is a background noise that's coming.
can that be stopped?
I don't know why it's repeating.
Okay, start now on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think she needs to mute, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
need to
better.
mute it.
Okay, welcome.
Um,
And everyone has celebrated nicely Ganesh Chaturthi. And one thing that reminds me of Sri Ganesh is the inner powers. Okay. Even if you think about the senses of the way that Sri Ganesh ji is being projected, okay, each sense organ has something very spiritually connected, isn't it? I'm just going to briefly touch on that because as you're playing this, I thought it'll be nice to share about Sri Ganesh. And then our meditation is today mostly on elements, 5 elements. Okay, so Sri Ganesh, okay, Sri means the most elevated. Okay, and I don't need to go into the story because everyone knows the story, how Sri Ganesh has got this big, massive head of an elephant. Okay, and one thing is, let's start with the eyes. Okay, the eyes are very tiny, very cute, very nice. Okay, that signifies the sharpness. Okay, the wisdom. When you have the wisdom, the way you see things is from a different eyes. The projection is very different. Okay, so that's the significance of the eyes. Okay, absolutely tiny, but it can take us into when you are spiritually in tuned. Okay, your wisdom is so sharp. The way you look at things is very different. And then the big ears. Ears denote, okay, how I take the things. Okay, there are so many things that come in our way. Okay, so with wisdom, I can hear something, but I don't need to hear. That's where we always say, see no evil, hear no evil, talk no evil. But I think listen no evil. Okay, that is a protection when I'm spiritually awakened. Okay, and the big tusk, the trunk, okay, with that, like the elephant, with that trunk, okay, it picks up the big branches and it has so much power. She has so much power. And at the same time, it can be so gentle that it can pick up a child. And also so subtle. The elephant can also pick up a needle with that same nose. Okay, so how powerful it is. So able to sense with maturity and wisdom, sensing the right things at the right moment. I have the power, I have the courage to do the things. And the big tummy that is shown for Ganeshji is very significant, and we have lots of stories of how Sri Ganesha has got a big tummy. But it's actually the way you're able to merge, okay, the way you're able to accommodate even the hard words that people speak. Okay, it's not just the praise, but even in the story of Sri Ganesha, it's not just the fancy or the heroism, but how Sri Ganesha handled everything that has come in his life. Okay, that's nothing but the story of how, when I'm spiritually awakened, the way I'm able to handle, able to merge things. Okay, the power to tolerate and the power to accommodate. And of course, the elephant, big Sri Ganesha rides on a tiny rat, tiny mouse. Okay. It's a symbol of being victory of the vices. Okay. Once we get involved in the vices, we have no idea how we start behaving, how we start talking, how we start acting. Okay. But having the control of the vices, having the control of the senses. Okay. All my senses are aligned. Okay. So that's in brief about Sri Ganesha. So while we are going on to the meditation, okay, today, especially that came into me is like the nature has given so much to us. Okay. The next, I would say 30 minutes or 40 minutes would be a meditative with a little bit of a sharing in between as well. Okay. The nature has given us so much, including this body that nature has given to me. But how much do I really appreciate and value this nature? And how much do I really not just valuing it in a way that respect and that regard for nature? Today we have so much of resources in the world, but today we are in a lot of crisis because whatever I have given to nature, nature is returning back to me. So why can't we take this moment to appreciate the 5 elements and let's send our loving good wishes to all the 5 elements, includes this body as well. Okay. So there will be a reflective question on each of this element and also a meditation. Okay. Along with meditation, I'm not just speaking, but you are also reflecting on what nature has given to us. Okay, so I'm going to share some visuals so that you can focus and visualize and start thinking about it. Okay. Okay, so when we think about nature, the 5 elements of sky, earth, water, fire, everything comes into picture. Okay, so let's take this opportunity to reflect on each element, these 5 elements of nature. Okay, so what is the elements of this nature saying to us today? The air that we breathe. Without air, where would we stand on this planet Earth? We understand how important this oxygen, the air that we breathe in. And how is this created? What is the feeling? What is the quality? Think of air that we breathe. What is the quality that I can resonate with? Imagine you're in that space where you're able to breathe in the fresh air. Appreciating and valuing this fresh air that we breathe, how much it is helping us to sustain in this body. Can I imagine living on this planet without air? Deep gratitude for this element of nature that has given so much to me, that has made me where I am, what I am today. Stealing to next nature, earth. Without this space on this planet, can I survive? Just imagine, how am I sitting? What this earth has provided me: a platform, a stage to perform. What is the quality I can resonate with when I think of the Mother Earth? We say Mother Earth. So just think about the qualities of this Mother Earth. How can I contribute to this Mother Earth? As the nose, and every feeling of a child, every thought, every feeling is resonating to this planet Earth. So how can I contribute with pure feelings and good wishes? Having love and deep gratitude to this planet Earth. What can I do to sustain and make sure that I do the right things on this planet so that it is safe. Water. Most important element of nature is water. It is the quality that gives us this ocean breeze through the waves. So vast, so deep. How can I protect this element of nature? What is my feeling? So much support. 80% of this body is the element of water. How am I using these resources? Water is dirty. We can't use it. Just need to remind myself. I really thought my mission is, so why not send pure wishes? Always. Sky.
Didi, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Very faint.
How about this? Is this any better?
Yeah, better.
So you didn't hear the past one?
No, we didn't.
The first few images, you didn't hear anything.
Yeah, we did, and then it went very faint. And now it's even better. Now you're talking nearer.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Thank you.
So the sky or the ether, what we call it as, just imagine what is the feeling that I get when I look at the sky. What is the quality that I can resonate with sky? The vast, immense space. Without this, how can I survive? My feeling towards this element of nature is it that I'm feeling? Without the sky, the stars, the moon, can I play my part? Deep appreciation and value to this element of nature. Sun or the fire. As the fire has that intense capacity to transform. If you put a paper and a lens on that, the paper burns. When we are focused and concentrated, anything is possible. The fire has not just the capacity to give light, but anything can turn into dust. Or anything like a gold, any element can be purified. What is the feeling when I look at this element of fire gives me? What is the quality that I can resonate with this element? Sitting in this reflective moment of nature, so vast, so deep, and each element of nature is unlimitedly giving me, providing me, sustaining me. I can't imagine myself living in this body without even one of this element, isn't it? So I invite God's love, God's light, the unlimited being, the unlimited ocean of love, carrying that loving light, loving vibrations to all these elements of nature. With a big heart, the nature is constantly supporting without any expectation. All I need is just to value and respect these elements of nature that has provided me so much. With deep love, deep appreciation, and gratitude. Loving light is reaching. The water needs to be pure. The air needs to be pure for us to survive. The pure loving light is reaching to those elements, even this body. The most important is the being. I, the living being, the living light, the soul. And of course, without the soul, this body doesn't have any value. The elements of nature and the soul, with this original nature of peace, love, happiness, purity, and wisdom, playing the role. Just imagine how beautiful it would be. With these thoughts, I gently come back to the present moment. So everything in nature plays such a vital role, isn't it? So today, where we are at this current time, the most important is how am I using these resources? Okay. Is it just that I buy a bottle of water and I only drink half of it and throw the rest of it? Okay, there's somebody who came, a guest who came to us, who works who is into science and has a lot of value for water. And she asked only for a tiny glass of water. And we didn't realize, and we gave a full glass of water. Okay, she's already full, but she don't want to throw that water. So she said, I can't waste it, I'll drink it. Okay. So that adds so much value and respect that we have. Okay. And any resource that we have, how am I using it? Okay, this actually adds on to my own inner being, my own inner consciousness, because the words that we speak, the thoughts that we create, okay, is an energy that I'm generating. And of course, this body is also sustained by the values and the virtues that are originated from the soul. Okay. If I don't have that, we can see the time that I'm upset inside. Okay. You can feel the body's also not feeling hungry. Or you say, well, I'm not feeling good. I don't want to eat. Or you either eat too much or you don't eat at all. You can't balance it. The whole balancing of the body and the soul is possible when I'm aligned with my inner nature, my inner qualities of the soul. Okay. As I mentioned about peace, love, happiness, power, purity, and wisdom. If you think about the thoughts, how clean and pure my thoughts are. We want the water to be clean and pure, but what is that I'm generating inside? Okay. So every thought that I create, I'm sure you might have heard about this experiment with nature and especially with this element of water. Okay, the one scientist that have experimented with water, and when you look at water in a certain places like the holy places, okay, the water is so crystal clear, clean, and the structures that are formed are like flowers. Okay, and in certain places where there is fight and war, okay, the structure of the water is disorientated. Okay, can you imagine how much energy that we are radiating is affecting the water? Okay, that's why even in the early days, okay, my grandmother and great grandmother, okay, those days where people don't even used to drink water from somewhere when they go out, okay, or when there is too much arguments, they don't drink even water there. Okay, in Hindi, the saying is "Jaise pani vaise vani," as is the water that you drink, where you're drinking, which place, exactly that's how you're speaking. So that's why one simple practice that we can do is even while drinking water, just of course having that gratitude that I could still able to get the water I can drink. Okay, the nature has provided gratitude and also a pure feeling and a pure thought. Okay, even while you drink that water helps. Okay, somebody did even in one of the meditation sessions, literally showing how important that when you're drinking the water, okay, your vibrations that you put in the water is important. Okay, and they literally experimented and just given that vibrations for a minute. And first we tasted the water, that's normal. But after that 1 minute of that pure vibrations and meditation that they did, okay, and you drink that water, they are sweet. The taste is changed. So that itself shows that how important that what am I giving to water? Okay, how am I treating that element, each element, okay, nature, okay, am I taking away the plants or am I just giving that gentle love, okay, kindness and compassionate towards the nature? Okay, because the air we breathe, the plants that we plant, everything is vibrating that. Okay. Okay, some people are very good at gardening and planting. Okay, but how am I treating them? Okay, and some say that when you talk to plants, they start growing. Do you believe in that? Yes, somebody is saying yes, that's great. So, but my connection with nature and with the divine, both are important. Okay, because to sustain this part of the external world, okay, I need my inner power. Okay, otherwise, I'm always taking from outside. And the moment I start taking from outside, okay, there's always expectation. There's always that expectations are not met or something disappointing or discouraging. So when I know the source where to take, okay, from the source above, okay, then for me to give is natural, because the only way I need to understand to take is not from the physical aspect or human beings or nature. Okay, today you plan on a holiday for somewhere, and then you find the weather is bad when you reach there. Okay, and it's almost like a disaster. Okay, that's again an expectation. Okay, right? So what can I do at that moment? Okay, even when it rains or shines, can I say thank you to the nature? Okay, even sometimes when we see hot sun, how am I feeling at that moment? Oh, it's too hot today. Okay, how am my feelings changing? Or when it is too cold, okay, we complain either ways. So can I stop complaining about the nature and just appreciate what it has given? And you can believe it gives me the right time, the right thing. Each element of nature provides. Okay, so I can be Prakriti Jeet, okay, victory over matter. Okay, that reminds me of Daddy Janki, because wherever she steps in that place, whether it's shining, they have a big program, the weather changes the moment that she used to step in there. Okay, so that's the power. Okay, when I have pure wishes and positive feelings all the time, the clean feelings, okay, will cleanse my inner being and also the outer atmosphere. Okay, so these are the things that came into mind for me to share for today. If you want to have any questions, anything that you would like to add or share. Anyone? Pannaben? You are in mute.
Let's wake them up. Any questions? Yes, Ben.
Dadi, Didi Janki, sorry, Didi Harika, how do you account for where there is no water and still the people are so kind? How do you account for that when you say, Jaise pani, aise vani, but they are still so kind? Is it because they don't take things for granted?
It is also because there is a lesson that each one of us learn at a different stages. Yes, there is no water, but we learn how to use it. Okay, some people in Africa, okay, we are too lavish in UK, I could say that. Okay, but in Africa, okay, they have a limit for shower, only this much water. Okay, when you're more kind, the water is coming at the right time for the right resource, isn't it? It's not that today is my day, so I have everything. That means I don't need to be gentle. But tomorrow again is my day again. Tomorrow, how am I? That also is I'm accountable for. Okay. So everything that we receive is what we have given. But again, if my response is a reaction, if my response is arrogance, so I'm creating more karmic account with that. So if my karmic account is, if my response is kindness and gentleness, okay, those elements are also supporting me at the right time, at the right moment. I hope that answers your question. No?
A bit confused.
See, karma, okay, let's talk the aspect of the karma. Okay, so you have 100 pounds. and you have 100 pounds debt, okay, you earn only less than that. Okay, so when you're repaying that 100 pounds, how do you feel? There is a reaction. I don't have a good account or a good balance to repay my account. Okay, so every time I'm repaying, I'm feeling heavy about it. Okay, when I have a good balance, and again, at some point, okay, your friend who has a good balance, okay, she has 1,000 pounds debt, but then every time she's repaying the debt, she feels happy and comfortable.
Yeah.
So when I have a good karmic account, these resources, I am still able to be kind and compassionate. Okay. If I'm reactive, that means I am creating again another karmic account, even with the elements.
True. True.
So that's how simple it is. Yes.
It's your whole attitude, I think. Yes.
Absolutely. Our attitude, our feeling towards anything, actually. Okay. Even if I have food, okay, am I using it in the right way?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Am I giving it in the right way? Or am I just wasting it? Okay. So this is so important for us to understand at this moment of time. Although as a child, this is what I'm being brought up with. Don't waste your food. Don't throw it. Okay. But today, these are the lessons even the elders or the people who have everything has to learn.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
True.
Yeah. Anyone else want to share anything? So what are we going to practice today?
Gratitude for the elements.
What is my attitude towards the elements? Absolutely. Yes. And anyone else want to share? Okay. Any more questions?
Gratitude. You should be always gratitude with
Having
things
gratitude.
you've got.
Right. Yes. Okay. When I have the attitude of gratitude,
Oh, attitude. Okay.
the complaining nature, the criticism, the critical nature fizzles
Fizzles.
out.
Yeah.
It's slowly going away. Okay, so to have that, even I'm not comparing with they have more water than me. Okay, they have more facilities than me. I have no complaints then. Okay, there is no comparison, no
True.
complaining. I am very content with what I have. Does that mean I'm not growing?
No.
No.
No. No.
Growth doesn't stop when I start being content. Okay. Sometimes we have this feeling that, oh, if I'm content, okay, jo mila usme khush raho. So I don't think that will not allow me to grow. That's not the right answer. Okay. But in my journey, what is important for me? Okay. Probably I don't need the external things or certain things. Okay, I don't need AC, that's fine. Somebody's health condition is not so great. They have all the time, they feel so hot, they need AC, it's okay. Okay, there's nothing to compare about it. It's my journey, it's their journey.
That's true.
So
Hmm.
understanding, sorry?
Be satisfied and live with your means. Be happy with you, what you have. It's
Yeah,
like being grateful.
yes, that's right.
Because when you compare, that's where all the things start coming up. Lots
True.
of things come up, yeah?
True,
So we shouldn't do that.
true.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So let's have 5 minutes of meditation again and finish off with that, because it's always nice to listen, but it's always also nice to reflect something more than just listening, because listening, I can only take some things. But when I am reflecting for myself, it's then I absorb more. Okay. So, just sitting quietly, reflecting on what I am today. What kind of feelings that I have at this moment. What kind of feelings that I need to generate to uplift myself, to uplift the nature, uplift the 5 elements. In the sweet silence, sitting in the most profound space with the Supreme, the Divine. I take the opportunity to ask myself one question. What can I do better today? Everything starts with a thought. So let's raise our energy by creating one thought. It's having that deep, deep, deep love and appreciation. Being in the ocean of love, I radiate that vibrations of pure love. Firstly, to this body, to each and every cell of this body. I can feel my senses are more calm, cool, with this pure energy. All the blockages in my body is being released. In return, I can feel the pain is eased in this body, in whichever part of the body it is. These pure vibrations of love is a fresh breeze of air that is radiating all around. Whether it's to people or in this room or around the world. The most important contribution is my thoughts and my feelings towards everything and anything on this planet. The rays of loving light is naturally radiating. With these thoughts, I gently choose to come back to the present moment, Om Shanti. I am the being of peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Didi. It was really nice. So, what have we learned today? Like water, feel peaceful. Like wood, keep growing. Like fire, be alive. Like earth, find balance. Like metal, stay strong. These are the 5 elements today Didi has taught us. And to understand all that, you own nothing. Everything that surrounds you is temporary. Only the love in your heart will last forever. Relationships, what are they? They never die a natural death. They are murdered by our ego, disrespect, selfishness, and disloyalty. What more can I say? But thank you very much, Didi Harika. It was really nice. We shall catch up again with you and hope to see you soon again.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Shanti.
Everybody, have a lovely weekend and take care. And my
Thank you.
colleagues are going to take over from me um, from today onwards. So be patient with them. Don't scream at them. But
You have a
today,
good time.
thank you. Today, Sadhna, one of my admin team, logged in and she did very well. So hopefully there won't be any mistakes. Just like her, we've got Saroj Ben, Gita Ben, Rita Ben, Rekha Ben. They all going to help out. So I'll appreciate for their help in everyone's program. Thank you again and take care.
Thank you for the
Thank
lovely thoughts,
you.
Panna.
Thank you, Panna.
And you have a
Welcome.
good time. God
Thank
bless
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank you,
Didi.
Didi.
Thank
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Didi.
Have a good
It's
time.
really
Panna.
Om
lovely.
Where
Thank
you're
Shanti.
you.
going.
Om
Thank
Shanti.
you.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Panna Ben, have a lovely holiday, Ranju Ben saying.
Yes, Ranjuvan, thank you. You take care as well. Are
Take
you still
care.
on holiday?
Yeah, we are back now, Panna Ben.
Oh,
We
you're
back
back.
from
I'm
Friday.
glad. Did you enjoy your holiday?
We had such a lovely time with my children and grandchildren. So yeah,
Good.
the weather was so nice and we really had a good time. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Good,
Where
good,
are you
good.
going,
I'm glad
Panna?
you all enjoy this.
Where are you going, Panna Ben?
I'm going on the 13th.
No, where are you going?
Oh, હું ચારધામ યાત્રા કરવા જવાની.
Oh, how nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Itu lambo program હશે ને?
હા, 4 વીકનો છે.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah, 4
હમણાં
week.
અમારા વેવાણ ગયા હતા એને બહુ મજા આવી હતી પણ તમે ગરમ કપડા લઈ જાજો સાથે કેમ કે
Yeah.
ત્યાં
For
ઠંડી
up north,
હા, હા,
Kedarnath Baju, you need it. So, yes.
have a nice time.
Yeah. Thank
Have,
you.
enjoy yourself.
I will.
Good.
I
Bye,
will.
everybody.
Thank
Jai
you.
Sri Krishna.
Bye. Bye.
Om
Jai Shri
Shanti.
Krishna.
Om
Bye.
Shanti.
Om
Om
You
Shanti.
won't
Shanti.
be you won't
Have
be
a
there
lovely
next
holiday,
week.
Panna.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thanks.
We
You
can switch
enjoy.
off now. Thank you. Thank you, Satna.
Thank you. Bye.